Hello there. I'm Habimbola Akitunde, a doctoral candidate of curriculum and instruction at the American College of Education. I'll be presenting the digital storytelling of a remedial geometry course. The lesson is the first day of a 5-day cumulative lesson on angle relationships in parallel lines and transversals. Today is going to be elaborating on congruent angles existing on parallel lines. The lesson objective for this lesson for the first day will be for students to be able to draw informal arguments and make informal arguments about angles that are created when parallel lines are cut by transversals. And these angles include vertical angles, alternate interior, alternate exterior angles, and corresponding angles. The digital skill objective will be for students to create digital storytelling using apps such as Google Slide or PowerPoint, which is the one I'm using for this presentation. Students will also be able to use Heads Up or Story Creator or any other app they find available online. The International Standards on Technology and Education 6C will be for students to communicate complex ideas clearly and effectively by creating or using a variety of digital tools to create visualization for others or model with real world examples and create simulations. Let's get started with the digital storytelling. So, what are vertical angles? Talking about parallel lines cut by transversal, the line A is parallel to B and there's a transversal T. So vertical angles will be angles that are opposite each other. Such will be 1 is opposite to 4. If you see a stop sign on 1, you're going to see 1 on 4. If you see a stop sign on 6 or a traffic light, as I'm saying, I'm going to see the same symbol, a traffic light, on 7. So we can say that 5 is also going to be congruent to 8 because they are across each other. So angles that are across or opposite each other are vertical and they're congruent. So vertical angles are the first set of congruent angles we will find on parallel line transversals. The second type of congruent angles we're going to find on parallel line transversals will be corresponding angles. Corresponding angles hold the same relative positions on two separate parallel lines. On A, on the left side, I see angle 1. On B, on the left side, I see angle 5. They're congruent. On the right side, I see angle 2. And on the right side of B, I see angle 6. Those two are congruent. Such that if you ride a bike and stop on 3, if you were on line B, you ride the same bike and you're going to stop on 7. That's right below on the left side. And on B, that's right below on the left side. 3 is corresponding to 7, just the same way 4 is corresponding to 8. And the same way 2 is corresponding to 6, and the same way 1 corresponds with 5. That's the second set of congruent angles we're going to find on parallel lines. On parallel lines, we also have what we call the alternate angles. But we could start first with the alternate interior angles. In parallel line transversals, there's what we call the alternate angles that are playing tag hiding behind the transversals. So for alternate interior angles, they exist when angles are opposite each other behind the transversal. So like before, hiding from 5, or will be like 3 hiding from 6, playing tag with each other, hiding behind the line. Such that if you were to drive a car and park on 6, it's similar to driving a car and parking on 3. These are hiding from each other. If you were to ride a bike and stop on 4, it's similar to riding a bike and stopping on 5. Those are playing tag and hiding from each other. Those two angles are congruent, but they are alternate on the interior. We could also have alternate on the exterior. So alternate exterior angles will be similar to the last one we talked about. What are alternate exterior angles. So for alternate exterior angles, they are playing hide and seek, hiding behind the transversals, but on the outside. Alright, we can see angle 1 is hiding from angle 8 on the outside, just like angle 2 is hiding from angle 7 on the outside, such that if you were to drive a car and park on 2, you're driving the same car and parking on 7. Those are alternate on the outside. If you were to ride a bike and stop on 1, you're going to ride a bike and stop on 8. Those are alternate and these are on the outside.